Hey everybody, it's Friday night. Yes. Yes, you are. And I am from the remote, well, not really that remote, but right off 65, south of Franklin. Mine doesn't sound as fancy. Well, thank you. I will let people start jumping on, but we had a slight technical issue, but we figured it out. We don't have the master controller to set it up. That This was easy because all I do is log on, and that's all I had to do is just hit click a button, and then I was in it. So, but oh, here's your Yeti. Let's go. Let's get going. Um, yeah, we're just kind of catching up. We were slightly distracted by the technical issues, technology, comment assistance. Oh, we got the Parker families in the house. You're right. We needed them. Annabelle could have figured this out. Well, this is cool. I'm kinda Oh, nice. Hey, Gilligan, you wanna go on a 3-hour tour? You wanna see the ocean? Actually, yeah. You probably think that was pretty Uh-huh. Wait, they're saying they can't see or hear or see you. Yeah, that's not cool. I'm gonna fix it now. Well, we thought we had it fixed, but let me see what's going on. It's probably because 'cause I'm tinkering around inside let me X out of the old one, leave. Okay. No, don't unmute. I'll be back. You fix this. I had to run it. Do you have is your camera down by your picture at the bottom? Is your camera got a neck? Well, no, because I can hear you. Can you see or hear her now? I know Cher is there too. Oh, Alexa says, well, this isn't cool. Can you hear me now? We need, she's here for sure in living color. Let me get, I will figure this out. So now we have that. Why is it not? All right. Okay. I don't know what's happening here, but I do want to fix it before we. Oh, she's gone. She disappeared out of the mainstream again. Cher, can you hear me? All right. Well, we are absolutely positively having a technical issue here that I'm going to need to dive in and fix, but we will get it fixed. And what we're looking to do is try this again tomorrow after we've checked it and rechecked it, and we are without the challenges we're experiencing. But I hope everyone is doing well, and I will get this fixed so we can get this going for everybody. We appreciate everybody staying up and joining us, but we will definitely make this fix this and get it connected for tomorrow. Uh, Everybody, don't forget tomorrow is Cher's birthday. So if you're looking for that last minute birthday gift, um, definitely feel free to jump on either Venmo or PayPal and send a few bucks out to help feed the critters, Lily and Elizabeth and Buck and Faith. And hey, there she is. She's back. Wait, it came through again. Okay, now I see you. Do you guys see Cher now? I can hear you, right? Yeah, I hear you. I see you. But let me see because it seems the hosting channel is the one that is having the issue. Yeah, nope. Ah, doggone it. For some reason, it's trying to recognize we still can't see or hear Cher. Well, I promise you, she is here, and we will I was just telling him, I said, "What I'll probably do is fix it, and we'll do it again tomorrow after we've checked it and rechecked it, and I'll figure out what's going on with it because I can see you on this side, but that doesn't help. Nobody else can." Rachel Holiday jumped in and says, "Hello, Mark and Cheryl. It's been a long time since I have been able to join the chat. Mark, you are a spitting image of your dad. He is greatly missed." Yes, absolutely. Cheryl, I hope you are doing well. Rachel, can you see Cher? No, that's not true. Trust me, everybody, she looks wonderful. Hello, hello, Harley Gaddis. Harley Gaddis. No, I can't. Ah, that's not good. You've done nothing wrong. And your video camera icon at the bottom is checked, or is it red, or is it oh, down on the bottom by your, the screen that shows you, there's a little microphone and a little video camera. You can see both. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So there you disappeared, and if you hit it again, you come back on. Perfect. Now why isn't it doing this everywhere for everybody? Let me look at the very interesting. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now online on Lair's page, and it says it shows me, and it does not show you. And that is not the way this show is supposed to go. So we will. What happens if I get rid of myself? Remove.
No, I don't see any more either. We need to work on it, mister. Oh, somebody says there I am. Hi guys. I don't know what happened to Mark though. We're not doing that well to this evening. It's the hi Rach. It's good to see you too. Haven't seen you. Now you have to see me, and now we've lost Mark. No, Mark, come back. See what happened to Mark, you guys. He totally lost him now. We'll have to get him back. See, you guys tell him you can't see him somehow, so he'll come back on. At least at this moment, I'm not getting screamed at by the parrot, so maybe it'll all work out for the better. Here, we'll watch. We'll look at Gilligan because he's being nice to me. There he is. Or she. It's a she. Oh, it says Mark's ready to join us. Well, come on, Mark. Oh, there you are. Should I hit this?
Let's try it. Is it gonna kick one of us out? No, this looks
No.
right.
There.
There we go.
Hello. Are we there now?
We're both on.
Yeah, good deal.
Oh my gosh, how
That's
did we do
cool.
that? There we go.
Look at this. Well, I definitely would give us a D in class
Inception.
today.
I was watching it to see if it actually happened live. Yay!
That's funny. That's funny. Look how much technology it took us just to do this, right? There you go, you guys.
And we weren't
There we
playing the
are.
keyboard and switching
No, or
animal
having pictures
pictures.
or anything, or even quizzing everyone on the craziness of some animal he found to abuse us with that we didn't know anything about.
Yeah, the six-toed Brazilian swamp
Yeah.
spider.
Yeah. Lives off mosquitoes found only under leaves of some tree or something, right? He wouldn't even have had to, and he didn't look it up. He just knew it. Oh, he just knew that. That's just something he kept in his repertoire of animal knowledge.
Yeah.
Crazy.
George was obsessed with birds off and on for the last couple of years. And when we called him a couple months ago because he had a question about a certain vulture, and George had a book opened and had pointed to that it was an Egyptian vulture. But before we could say it, Larry said, "Oh yeah, the Egyptian vulture. They're native to." And we were like, "How'd you know that? I've never heard of that."
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. He loved that. He loved it. I think he liked the yuckiest things, because he'd talk about wanting to work with a turkey buzzard or a vulture or something. And when I'm smart enough to read because he won't tell you, he'll surprise you. Larry, I don't think I want to work with something that's going to throw up on me. And you have to feed him rotted meat. I remember one time we had gone and done a program with Jim Fowler, and they'd worked with a vulture, a baby one, and here we were in this fancy, room with this fancy sinks and gorgeous bathroom in their home, but it was covered in newspapers, of course. And here's this vulture, baby vulture, and these two were like so excited about feeding it, and it stunk because the meat stunk, and they were so just thrilled to see the darn thing eat, and it was pretty cool. But yeah, it was a different kind of thing. And both of those men had really deep voices, and look at the vulture and the wingspan, and I'm just going, ooh, buddy.
It reeks.
And then you'd see them start to regurgitate their food. It's okay, this is Friday night fun for a Batson.
Yeah, who needs football?
Yeah. Oh well, definitely. That's definitely what he'd always do. That kind of stuff. Have more fun doing that. Yeah, because they used to go out and just ride around Morgan Roast. That's where the biggest rattlesnake came from, was those guys just riding around at night. And he saw that tail of that rattlesnake just coming through out of the road and jumped out and I don't even think he had a snake hook or a bag. I think somehow, some way they may have had an aquarium in the back of this truck, and he grabs this rattlesnake and has it and then, yeah, that's the one that ended up putting him in the hospital. But he worked with that thing until it passed. And it was a record. It was a state record because it was huge. It was huge. He even had people had it on display up in New York, and had some guy say to him, "Well, that's not a rattlesnake. Rattlesnakes don't get that big." Larry said, "There it is." I mean, it's got diamonds on it. I mean, it's a rattlesnake.
It's rattling.
Yeah. But everybody always knows more, than someone that handles it or something.
Was that was the one when it passed? He alerted the Indiana State
They wanted
Wildlife.
it. They kind of wanted it. They did the like Indiana History Museum or something. That he felt like they would taxidermy it and make it look mean.
Oh,
He didn't want it. He wasn't into that because he didn't think he's not showing stuff because it's mean. Nature does what nature does. He just would show up because it was cool. It was just a neat thing to know about. and scary, but neat. He liked that part too.
Yeah.
Like showing you something that kept your mind going, like
Just
a
to know it's
parrot
out
that
there.
screams at you. See if I can placate the creature.
Gilligan. Jason Young has joined the pod. Jason had a art show last weekend. He built these birdhouses that look like Fender guitars.
Ooh, cool. Yeah.
And I think, Jason, you sold out. I think he said he sold out of them, but he handmade a bunch of them. They were really cool.
Oh, that would be really neat. I love birdhouses anyway. I do enjoy the
Mm-hmm.
birds. Got a call not too about a week or two ago. I don't know. This gentleman, I think just because of the name of the business, started asking me about birds. Where's the birds at? I'm like, I didn't know there were 3 in the house there, and well, he couldn't understand it. But it's this time of year, when everything's seeding, the birds won't go to your feeders quite as much, because they're getting it from nature. They can get it.
Mm.
All the flowers are seeding, all the your big sunflowers, even your cone flowers, things like that, and they get it from natural. But yeah, it's like, where are they at? Where's the? You think they're poisoning them? No, I don't think they're poison. Who are they anyway? But yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that was interesting. I talked to the man. He was, okay, I need to go now. I didn't know, just because of the name of our business. I think that's how he looked.
He just wanted to ask. Well, that's a
Oh,
good
Jason,
insight. I never thought
you know
about
what?
that.
What?
The time of year when
When they
seed.
get it, when they don't need your feeder, you know, they'll go or take nature's way. They go do
Mm.
what they do. So yeah. Not funny, but he was pretty upset about it. He was telling me all the different birds that came. Yeah, me too. I mean, I hadn't noticed it as well. I thought, well, that is weird. And today I did notice that the Cardinals were around and the Blue Jays. I saw them again, you know. But that was kind of funny. Where's that? Yeah, poisoning them. People are funny.
So I saw you went out and checked out the Covered Bridge Festival. That's
Wow,
a
there's a lot
pretty.
of walking going on there. There's a lot of people.
It was there.
Always so many people. All I did was buy junk food.
That's the
And
best part.
one of the things I got was taffy because Loretta Collins had sent us an amazing fruit basket, and it had taffy in it. So I offered some to Miss Elizabeth. Oh, she enjoyed it immensely.
Cool.
So they had it, and I stopped and there were this booth happened to be an Amish gentleman, and he had all kinds of amazing things. So I'm standing there with a silly bag of taffy, and he has these little tongs, and he hands out this little a little worm. He had a hook, which is his tong. Would you like to try this something something crunch? Oh sure. Oh my goodness. And so when I got to the register, I said to him, I said, "Is this this container that had the worms,
Uh,
this candy? Actually, it was a cashew chocolate cashew crunch, and it's like peanut brittle, but it's way better. It's way better. And yeah, I know
oh, that
I
sounds
hate
really
it.
good.
I need to throw it away because it's become, and it's just one little bite. Oh,
Yeah.
I ate enough of it the other night that I felt like I was going into a diabetic coma. It was like, whoa, I think I've had too much. And then of course, you know, I had to put the container away. Now I may throw it away. But yeah, I should have shared it with the girls before they left. They would say no, but from now on, if I get anything like that, I'm sitting it with people because it's like it calls my name. Try the crunch. And of course, yeah, I asked him, "Is this?" And then before I got finished, he started passing out another little goodie he was selling. They look like giant malted milk balls, but he called them um, cherry cordial jelly beans. That it
Ooh.
was chocolate with a cherry in the inside, like a cordial, Christmas
Mm.
candy. Oh my goodness! But it just go. Then he said something defective. Well, you need to get one now because you'd rather have them and then not have it. And I thought, no, you're not getting me with two things. He got me. I guess I just gone up there to get the taffy, and then I come home with the cashew crunch. This is not supposed to be in my home stuff
Yeah.
because it's too
Yeah.
good.
If it's
Yummy,
there, I'm
yummy.
going to eat it.
I know it. I know it. And the girls brought a cake too, and that thing. Stay away, cake.
Let's see here. Cher, your bird behind you is so quiet. I have one
Oh,
like that, and he's never quiet. You jinxed it, Delilah.
yeah, it's not quite. He's screaming at me. That Gilligan. You can't hear him screaming.
Yeah,
Yeah. Here, I'll give him some. But it's
Gilligan.
just mean. It's just the darn thing's just mean. Look at it swinging.
Oh, Harley Gaddis, Cher, you'll know this. Uh, she was asked when birds fly south for the winter, do they go to the same place every year? Or
You
do
know,
they?
I wonder because I
Yeah.
have some little birds that come around, little wrens come around every
Mhm.
summer, and I believe they come to this place because they seem to make their same nest area and stuff. So I'm wondering if they do. I mean, why wouldn't you? It'd be like
Yeah,
we just always go back to the same places.
I've heard ducks will do that too. Stop at the same place on the way.
Well, I'm sure that the real radio would know that answer. Now I feel like I need to Google it for you, Harley. There. I
That's great.
think that bird's quit screaming at me. Thanks a lot. Don't jinx me anymore by saying it's quiet. Hello, hello, Loretta. We were just talking
Loretta's in
about
the house.
those that taffy that Lizzie loved out of that fruit basket.
Mm.
She enjoyed it. Then one of the things I brought back too, we had a little. We went. Of course, we ate everything at the. We were pretty good though. We had went to a restaurant to eat, and that got coleslaw. And of course, I took some back to Lizzie, and because she enjoys it. And it was in a little container, so it's always funny to watch her. She'll take the lid off and lick whatever's in the container out, turns it. She knows how to takes her little finger, moves it around. Smarter than me. But yeah.
She liked you. Oh, you said that she used to like those side salads. So
Yeah, that would be, she knows McDonald's. When we drive down the road, she sees McDonald's, she knows. Because we
those
hit
arches.
McDonald's because she liked a side salad that they used to. I don't know if they still have them, but she loved them. I was
That's great.
asking about your Rachel. How is your doggity? Hey, Russell.
Still my bags that Larry made for me of my dog Sky and my cat Smokey, who passed
Yeah,
away
he'd do
suddenly.
drawings. He'd have their bags. He did. Yeah, they were pretty cool. And they looked, and her little doggies were so cute.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
I
remember
think they
those
actually
when he
watched
was working
TV
on
with
those.
her. Oh, did you remember him doing those? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Those bags are so cool. That's
I
great.
think I think I have one somewhere left that has a manatee on it. And
Oh,
I think that
cool.
the bad thing is I think he had markers and stuff in it, so it's got some markings on it and all. Yep. Mr. Benson.
Corky's in the house. Corky says McCall. Yes, McCall.
Mean, mean old. Here it is. I gave it
Mean.
snacks. But yeah. Yeah. Looking Steve. See what I did is I gave him something else to do. Put the paper towel in there so
Oh.
that he can abuse it. See what Gilligan. Today it was barking. He barks because when we would work at the do school shows, that Larry would ask the last thing he'd say to us like Gilligan, what's the dog say? What's the dog say? And he'd say, rah rah rah. Gilligan, what's the dog say? Nothing to you, hag. Wings. He thinks he's an eagle.
He's like,
Wings.
I don't see an audience.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna talk. Well, he's having a little munch too. I gave him a little tropical trail mix. So he's
Ooh.
happy about that for 5 seconds. Give it a minute, there'll be some screaming. The other ones are in the other room. Loretta, there's Gilly right there. Gilligan we thought was a boy until it laid an egg, and then we said, well, I guess that's not Gilligan anymore. I was thinking this time of years we would actually travel to West Virginia and go to the National Conservation Training Center. And there was a time that we went, and the trees were beautiful. You'd go through Maryland. I don't know why you went through Maryland to get to Virginia, but we did. And they were fabulous. The trees were just red as they could be. I don't know what they have up there, but they must be hardwoods. And they're in. That's not funny. But I remember he was telling a story one time because we always had the beast, a million miles on it, and it wasn't. And there was this. It became to where the turn signal, or I think it was no, it was the windshield wipers. They're on the turn signal, and they didn't. They started not working. It wouldn't. You had to just turn them on, and just like you were washing your window, and they would
Uh-huh.
just do it a few times and then split. Well, he was going over there. I think he was actually doing when he would take a fishing. He'd go over and they have a fishing where they brought kids in and they would fish all around the ponds, the reflection ponds around the Capitol. And so he would take all kinds of our stuff, his stuff, the snake and the big turtle and all kinds of scary Gila monster, spider, things like that, and go around to each different area that they had this. And he, it was a great time. He enjoyed it immensely, but he would go there by himself. So of course he's traveling, and this trip that he was going, and to fix the vehicle, it would have cost like a bunch of money. You'd have to take the whole steering off and all that to fix this stupid thing. So of course, he was stubborn, Batson, and oh, this works just fine. Well, it rained. It rained all the way to West Virginia, I guess, all the way through the mountains, just poured on him. So that means, just think about it. Every few seconds, he was having to turn that on again, just like you're hitting it again, just to get your windshield wiper washer fluid to work, and the whole way. And I think it's 9 hours, 10 hours. I mean, it was, yeah, yeah. And he said, "Oh, I believe we got it fixed after that too." It was just,
That was
yeah.
it.
There you go, Larry. There's your stubborn streak showing. That's what it got you. He did, because I mean, I had to, and him, he'd do the Frankenstein voice when he got that kind of stuff would happen to him. I had to use that windshield wiper 27,000 times. Did you get to the show and did you do a great job? Yes, the kids were great. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all you needed to know, right? Of course, after that, once he sees the kids, he was fine. But just getting there
Yeah.
sometimes was difficult. And then carrying, of course, it's hard to say what he had. He wouldn't. He usually didn't take his rattlesnakes or anything then, but he had the big turtle and good stuff in boxes. So, yeah.
That's
And
what
they
I
would
got
take
it.
the different places that they had in a great big in a golf cart. So each
Uh,
time, he's packing these, everything back on the golf cart and going to different section with the kids. He's even had our animals in the Capitol,
oh wow.
doing shows inside there. He's done. Got a standing ovation from the congressman. Of course he
That's
did.
very cool.
He did his job. Oh, what?
Made their day more interesting probably than.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they learned something.
Mhm.
You have to. I always did. And I watched it a bunch. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
And
like,
when he was doing those shows around the pond, he said they'd bring in the kids from the inner city and stuff that
mhm.
had never seen half those animals
No, and
before.
never been fishing. They'd
And they
fill up the ponds with fish, and the kids would get to fish and spend the weekend there. It was excellent. Benny Williams was I believe, the director of that, and that's our U.S. Fish and Wildlife.
yeah.
Teaching kids. That's cool. I always thought that was a great time. He loved it a lot. Because anytime he could get that there, oh, look at that. That was what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Get you to want to be. He used to say, "Oh, I always thought school was boring." So he wanted to make school exciting. So
Mhm.
kids went there for a reason and got excited about it. Because it wasn't all
Those
the
were
time.
those special days, like, you guys always knew when you were coming in that you could
I
sense
guess
the
so.
energy.
Oh, good Lord, everybody needs that in their house, don't they? I have 3 of them.
What's great is when they talk between the rooms.
Oh, well, they do that too. They do that.
It's loud.
It is loud. And the red one, the green wing macaw, which is red, it's the loudest of all of them. And I think she has the bigger beak of them, which means bleh, loud,
Mhm.
loud. Right? Right? I think today all the Bigfoot people are like celebrating because this is the day that the Gimlin film was done. I believe it's
Oh, yeah.
today, or maybe even yesterday. But
And
it's
his
like that's
birthday was yesterday, Bob's.
was it was
Yep.
Bob Gimlin's birthday? Yeah. Larry knew all those guys. Did
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff with that junk. Yeah. Oh,
I wore one of his sweatshirts
Larry
he
says hi,
did.
Russell. Oh,
Hey,
look.
Russell.
Oh, there's a word almost. What are you going to talk? Say hello. 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 Gilly. Here, I'll show you guys. Didn't even say something. Hello? Hello? Larry would teach if you look at that, when you think about that bird, it'd be way up in the top of the canopies of the jungle. And if you looked up
Hmm.
through the wind, you'd see that yellow, be like the sunshine. And then, of course, in the top, if you're looking for the top, it looks like blue, which would be like you're in the sky anyway. And that's how there's
Ah,
something that's that colorful that is still camouflaged. You don't think about
and
that.
that's why she
Yeah,
does this or does
yeah,
this.
that's just you showing I'm big. I'm big. I'm
Side
somebody.
eye.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Say hi. Hello. Hello.
Oh, Loretta. Loretta says I would get a parrot and teach it to scream bad words at the neighbors.
They will too. You want to be careful. They pick it up. Larry was working. We were working at a friend. He had a place, and they had he had a green wing, and she would cough like the woman that had it. I guess had bronchitis or something. And that bird coughed, and it cussed Larry. It actually did. He was doing a program, and it actually told him he was full of. Yeah, it was like you're just full of. And he turned around and said, "I know it, but I'm doing a show." He talked back to the parents, so they had to, and that parrot became part of his program too.
Oh
He's
my
like, he
gosh.
took it. He was taking some verbal abuse from a parrot that evening.
Can
Oh,
just
that's funny.
imagine.
Hey, Greg Johnson. Oh my goodness, I can't. Greg Johnson and Larry worked together at the Indiana Beach,
Oh my
and
gosh.
they rode the Sky Coaster. Are you much for up in the air kind of rides there, Mark?
Not
You both?
anymore. I feel like gravity's my enemy now that I'm an adult.
I don't. I don't like
As a
anything.
kid, I loved him, but
I would love liked. I don't know if I was at the park when you guys did that Sky Coaster thing, but I can't imagine the words that were coming out of their voice that day once they did it. Because I think in that the Sky Coaster, the thing that you go real far up and they drop you in or something like that. You're wearing like I don't know. It's almost like a bungee jump type thing. I think. And
yeah.
for Larry to do that was just crazy anyway. I don't even know how they talked each other into doing it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh, oh, see, when they say when the phone rang and he'd answer with hello, hello,
Oh,
hello. Come
yeah.
again? Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. Yeah, it's me.
Mm-hmm. And then Greg, he had a lot of fun.
Mhm.
Oh, I bet he did. See, that's what I was saying. I can't imagine what you guys were saying on top of that thing. Because
Oh, yeah.
it was like a bungee jump, if I remember. Greg said
Oh.
he had to pull the ripcord thing, I guess. Oh
Oh
my
my
god!
gosh, that's torture. Please
Yeah,
don't pull it. Please don't pull it.
I could see Larry saying that too. Then what are you going to do? How are you going to get back down? You had to do that, didn't you?
At that point.
Oh, he said he screamed all the way down. It's no wonder we all didn't hear it. From another state, you could hear Larry screaming.
Oh, the
That's
water in
perfect. That's
the
perfect.
ski lake, the water probably rippled.
Oh, I bet it. Did like the gators roar? Brrr, did those little bumpily things that come out? That's funny, right?
Oh,
That's
that's
funny.
so
Of
funny,
course, I
man.
bet you didn't scream at all, though. You never made him
Yeah.
chirp, did he?
Yeah,
You
Greg,
didn't, did you,
fearless.
Greg? Don't lie to us. Ah, like a girl, I would. Oh wait,
Yeah.
a girl would
Stuff like that. When
do
it's
it.
like pure gravity, yeah, that's
I ain't playing
real
with that
funny.
stuff. That's not funny. I'll watch you do it. I will hold your coat while you're doing it and your Pepsi and hope you don't puke on me on your way down. But sure don't do that. Tilt a whirl is about as exciting as I want to get. Not even. Not even.
Yeah. I rode the Gravitron one too many times and I nearly
Yeah.
released my fair.
Yeah, Mark, Greg says you sound like your dad. He's heard him a lot too. Because
Oh,
Greg owned the taco shop that was across from the stage when we worked at Indiana Beach. Yeah,
ooh,
and
tacos.
his dad was always, oh, he had to, oh, let me tell you something, those tacos, honey, they're the best. I mean, when we were, before I ever knew Larry or anything like that, before he worked there, we would actually go to that taco shop from a boat. you'd go up there because you're right on the water, of course, and we'd be boating up there. And oh yeah, we'd make a trip to go to hit Greg's taco shop and his
Ooh.
dad. His dad was always come during the program and give. At that time, it was Dolly the baboon, and she loved tomatoes. And of course, every good taco shop has really good tomatoes. So he and Dolly were buddies, especially when she'd see him walking across that boardwalk with the tomato getting ready to give it to that monkey during the program. Made her happy. She loved it. She'd be speaking to him. She did.
Oh. How is she size wise compared to Lizzie? Was she bigger?
Yeah, she was a little bigger. They're a little bigger. But she was a hammy dryas.
Oh,
Whereas
that's
Lizzie,
right.
yeah, they were two. And they were, Dolly's face was white, whereas Lizzie's got a little darker. But as she's gotten older, she's looks more like that.
Mm.
Yeah, Miss Elizabeth. She had beans this evening, pinto beans, legumes. Yeah, she likes them too.
Yeah, I love me some pinto beans.
Yeah, I may not be happy about it tomorrow because I do clean the place, but actually that's in their diet, so that's okay.
They really just rent them.
Pretty much, I think so. It's good for me though. We all need them. Oh, look!
Oh my
Dolly
gosh.
accept tomatoes from her sister-in-law. She says she'd
She
throw them
put-
back at her. I could see that. She would. She was picky. She wouldn't eat a banana if it was too ripe. Dolly wouldn't, and Lizzie is picky about bananas as well. And she would. Um, I remember one time Glenn Baker gave her a piece of corn, and she pulled that corn undone, and it was not that great a piece, and she just threw it back down. I sat there looking at him like that ain't gonna work. Well, that man, he thought that was the funniest thing he'd never seen in his life. Of course, he turned around in that truck and he started going through all this corn to find her one that was a good one. But I said to him, I said, everybody's a critic. Everybody's a food critic, aren't they? And she was. But when she pulled that out, oh yeah, that was good. She pulled it the rest of the way out and started eating. He was happy about that thing because he had to look through to find her one that didn't. What is this, dude? This is Hoosier corn. What's the matter with you?
That was Dolly or Lizzie?
Dolly.
That was Dolly. Oh.
Lizzie Glenn spoiled on the way back from Texas because that's where we adopted her from, and he was the man that Larry went down with, and he'd even said, "I'll help you get, we'll help you get down there and back because you can take her to my grandkids' school." And okay, no problem. Larry's got that covered. And so yeah, but he would give her little snacks of Wendy's Frosties, feed her with a spoon, and those two
gosh.
boys had her spoiled by the time I got to. That's why I was always had to be the mean mom because those men spoiled her. They spoiled that monkey. She still to this day gets ice cream in the evening.
Oh.
Still gets ice cream and expects it too. She'll look at you like, "Where's my cream? Where's the
Yeah.
cream? You come in here with some water and you're coming in with some silly beans. No, that's not going to work." And she knows she'll take it. She'll finish all the whatever snack and then have her a drink of her water before she goes to bed. And then she'll grab up what's left. She'll eat the ice cream. Like I told you, she takes it and turns it and turns it. And then she takes what's left and grabs her bed and heads up. I'm out of here. Turn my light off. Like,
Oh.
okay. She's the boss.
She's got a routine.
Yeah. And she's picky about it too. Well, you've been here when she starts screaming at me outside, and she tells you. I've had people say they don't know what time it is. Yeah, they do. They know what time it is. Yeah, they do.
They all start pacing. It's really pretty amazing.
It's a timed thing too. They know. I mean, you can almost kind of look at your watch and see what time it is because they're like, okay, because they do so. Yeah, that's funny.
Where is? Oh, Greg says
She's
good to chat with you both.
yeah, she didn't tell her she's in bed. She went like I just said. She just had her ice cream and her snack. Sometimes I give her even fruities. Tonight she didn't get fruities. She got beans instead. And then she went up to her house, grabs her bed. I don't know if I told you guys. She uses dog bed, your puppy dog bed or whatever, but she doesn't lay in it. Well, she'll sit in it when she's watching TV or something like that, just hanging, and she'll sit in it with a ball or whatever toy but then when she's going to bed, she'll lean against you. They don't lay down per se. Sometimes they do on their stomach, but that's usually when she doesn't feel good. But they sit up, and when they sleep, so she'll take that dog bed and she'll put it like the back of it's on her back, but the rounded little part is on her head. And you're looking, you should be leaning in there and pull the rest around her like.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez. And she'll look at you like, "Don't bother me. Pull it further over. And quit. Leave me alone. I'm going back to bed." You can tell if you gotten her up too early. Her little squinty eyes. She'll be going, "This is early for me." You used
Yeah,
to
I
have to get her
wondered
through
with
early.
those school shows, you had to get her up
Oh
at
my
the.
goodness, we were up and gone a lot of times 4:35 in the morning, and so yeah, those were early. When you're getting in, you're getting in the truck at 4 and it's still dark outside. So
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
jeez. But it was always a thing. You had to heat it up. It had to be warm. You know, the whole just getting leaving doing our animal shows was a chore. Just going on.
Yeah,
You know,
imagine.
because you got to get the truck warmed up. Got to have everybody's little breakfast and snack ready. Well, you guys have kids. Mine just could bite your face off. Although you guys' kids could bite your faces off too.
He's tried.
There's that snake, Loretta. Can you see it? Here. He's asking how it is. There's one of them. There's an itty bitty all rolled up. He's knocked his water bowl over. See it? I'll be taking
Oh
that
yeah.
tomorrow. I guess is snake clean day. Now that
Yeah, that's interesting because then you had to feed all the animals that were staying back,
yeah,
and
you took
then
care of those guys home first, and yeah, you did that job even before you started getting the truck ready and stuff. You know, but yeah, we'd always have it already papered and cleaned and for the next day. But yeah, you had to get it ready for the morning.
and
And
then
that
you're
was
getting back about dinner time.
yeah, it depended on when you were going, where you're going. If you went 8 hour day, you're driving like we would. That would be you get home exactly like I said. Sometimes you leave in the dark and get home in the dark, and get
Wow.
ready to do it again. You know, things started changing as the Parkinson started getting to him. He couldn't do as much, but he didn't quit. He didn't quit.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah.
wow.
Yay, Jennifer. Hello. She says she finally made it. We did too. We had a difficult time getting on.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah,
like,
rewind
we were
rewind
like
when this post rewind a
E-Bike
little bit.
101. Yeah. No, because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
It was not a Larry Batson production.
No, he's probably doing that on purpose, just messing with us because thinking
Mhm.
that's funny. You thought it was easy.
It's
No,
not easy, is it?
no, he never made everything easy.
Yeah.
It's like Tina Turner sang that song, like everything rough, right?
Oh, Loretta, back to your parrot story. I heard a story about Andrew Jackson, the president, apparently had a parrot, and when he died, they had to remove it from his funeral because it was cursing too much and
Oh, was
offending
it?
the crowd. Yeah.
They do the most. I remember we were watching back in the day. There was that Blair Witch Project movie. Remember that thing?
What
Blair
was it?
Blair
The
Witch Project in
Oh
that one.
yeah.
And there's a lot of cussing in that one. And
Mhm.
and the parrot at that time was sitting in the living room on this perch thing was on. You know, to get up and eat. Yeah, see, there you go. And I said to my friend that we were, maybe I should move this parrot out of here. Because I started thinking that'd be my luck. It'd start cussing like that, and I'd be taken into a gym with children and just cuss as loud as it could like that. I thought, I'm going to move this parrot out of this room because it'd be the one word it would learn immediately,
Yeah.
right? Because they said that quite a bit in that movie.
Just rolls off the beak. Yeah, you have 600 kids all going,
My dad says that. No.
yeah, yeah. I hear that coming from the garage all the time.
Look,
Uh,
I see you. I see you, Rachel. You got a new puppy. Oh my goodness. We're doing okay. She's asking how the animals are. We're doing okay. I believe everybody knew, and I know that uh, everybody did a grieving thing. It still hits me all the time, but I think it's getting a little less for them. They're better than me probably. Animals just know and keep going. They keep going forward. You know, they miss him, but like I've said before, they probably knew he was sick longer than we did because they just know things like that.
yeah.
But yeah, she's got 3 puppies now, 3 little corgis. Ah, I bet they're
Oh,
so cute.
My
They got
goodness.
legs like mine, little stump jumping legs, short
That's what
legs
the
like
Queen
that.
had, right? Queen Elizabeth had corgis.
I think that she did, didn't she?
Yeah.
Chandler. Is that Chandler from from Friends name or is just a name you enjoy? She's got Chandler's. Her
Uh-huh.
Papa Wuppa.
Oh, and Chandler's a nephew to Sky.
Oh, so it's good family. You know all of them then. That's very neat.
That's
I,
always
love,
cool.
I like dogs, but I like everything. I'm silly. I mean, shoot, I've had someone was asking about the cavies because we had pictures up of the cavie. And that's a cool animal. It's
Hmm.
so different. I mean, it's kind of like Mother Nature used a lot of different parts to put it together because it has the strangest feet, little long pointy feet, and then rabbit feet on the back almost with three toes.
I didn't even know those existed until I met you guys.
They're something, aren't they?
And
The coolest.
Levi, yeah, Levi, right?
Yeah, we had
The
two of
one
them. We had Phil and Levi. Yeah,
oh, okay. I didn't know you had another
and she's
one.
got a basset hound. Oh my
Oh my gosh.
god. Oh, Alexa, 9 months.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
Corey.
we will. I think it will. I don't think, and again, I'll say I don't think it would be if we got over it quick. It wouldn't be right, would it? I mean,
Right.
that's not. Yeah, yeah. Oh goodness, basset hounds are so cute. They walk on their ears half the time when they're little.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. She had 13 pups. Oh my goodness. See, I'd have a hard time. I'd keep them all. That'd be my problem.
Yeah.
I'd have 13 little cute little basset hounds running around. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh my gosh. That
Yeah,
would be
look, she's moved over now. This is her spot she sits when she sleeps. And it's this strange little, like, I don't know, it's got bones and all this stuff that we were given by pair of people. And that's where it usually sits. So maybe if I'm lucky, it'll quit screaming at me. Maybe. I was wrong. See, I was wrong.
like this.
Yeah, like what? What?
The reason I named him Chandler is because his dad was named
Oh,
Rob.
that's perfect. That's funny. Now you need to have one Joey. You need a Joey too.
Yeah.
That's funny.
My
Oh,
wife Bridget is a big fan of Fran of Fens.
I
Uh,
never watched them when they were on because
uh-huh.
I was running a barbershop and doing it. But I've watched them now, and they're pretty funny, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're a mess. Yeah,
She
Monica.
calls them her friends, and apparently George and Ross share a birthday, which I don't know. You really know a show when you know the
Yeah,
characters'
I was gonna
birthdays.
say, we'll go, Bridget. Jiminy, that's pretty funny.
Was like maybe there's all kinds of new shows out. You went, nope, let's watch
No, they're not
reruns.
as good. It's not the same. It's not the
Hmm.
same.
Carrie Cole's in the house. Hi,
Hey,
Carrie.
oh, um, yeah. I figured tomorrow I'm gonna is bear cleaning day. So
Really? Is that a
yeah,
tradition?
no, but it's a need.
Need,
We're a need now. This morning I thought, looks like I need to get to work
yeah.
because they seem to eat a lot, or they tend to want to eat more right now because they're getting ready to go. So I was like, okay, guess what I get to do tomorrow?
Oh, oh, because more food means more
Yeah, it
piles.
works. Isn't that how that works? And I've found that they enjoy the walnuts, and I've been giving them the walnuts. Well, it changes the color. Walnuts come in this weird casing, a wall black,
That like green.
but it's green on the outside, but black gooey stuff between it and the walnut. And then to hear them chew the walnut is interesting. To hear the bears a walnut, I thought, okay,
That's a lot of force when
yeah,
they chew in on that stuff.
it sure does change the color.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, I know you.
Oh,
Happy birthday. Happy late birthday. Happy
happy late
birthday.
birthday.
Happy
Thank
late
you.
birthday to
What's
you.
tomorrow?
The weekend.
Saturday.
Somebody else's birthday.
Oh no, we don't need any more. I've got too many. I have too many birthdays.
We're on the calendar. You put it on the calendar, Georgie.
Let me go check.
Oh, good.
Let me go check. He was just
Yeah,
talking about it today.
I'm glad he didn't remember. I don't want to remember.
Tomorrow is Cher's birthday, everybody.
Many moons. Stop
Happy
telling me.
birthday.
Nana.
Yeah, he said Nana's birthday.
Yeah,
Yes.
we all know. It's a good month for birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
It's a birthday
It
month.
really is. You, Bridget, George, our father-in-law, my nephew. Gosh, lots of people. Ross from Friends.
Yeah, Ross from Friends. Maybe one of the puppies.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Annie.
13 Basset Hound puppies.
One of them should be at least Ross.
Yeah.
For that. Well, I wouldn't. I would probably have all 13 of them still. Because of
Yeah.
the hard way. There's Mandy. Hey, Mandy. Hey, you guys. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to me. Have a long in the zoo.
Happy birthday.
Kind of am in the zoo, I guess.
That's
Still.
true.
Yeah. I noticed
With
today
all them humans.
I was watching the the sun was coming in and out today. Well, it's been kind of rainy and dreary a couple days. So today I was watching one of the big gators. They're out. They're fine. They're still big and fine. And I got some meat given to me. My friend Sally. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, ladies at Sally's. They'll send me some of their old meat if they get. And so it was frozen. That's my new trick is how I feed the gators because they scare me when they come at me really fast. And when I feed it. So if I throw it in there frozen, then they can go and get it when they choose. And that was fun. And they didn't notice because they were all in the pond. And so I threw a whole bunch of it in there. And then I could tell they were out there getting it. Like I scored on that one.
That's a really good.
Yeah,
I don't think you're alone in that freaking you out. A bunch of gators running at you, going.
It's when I'm never. And of course, Larry. He said to me because I said that's kind of scary, Larry. He goes, "Yes, it's very exciting." He said, "There's a lot of excitement going on there, a lot of brutal." Because I don't know if I told her I thought I'd had one. I heard got one of them killed because they grabbed each other, and I thought, I can't believe I just did that. I just got Larry's. I just thinking, and I came in, and he was still here with us, and I came in and told him, and he laughed. He said, "Yes, it's very brutal when you feed." Like you could have given somebody a heads up. You could have given me a because he just said because I said, Larry, I don't know how I'm going to take care of these gators, and he said, just throw some food at, just throw some chicken at them. Well, okay, right? You know how everybody, if you know Larry, he's like, no, just go ahead and do it. It's no big deal. Well, let me tell you something. Yes, it is. They were. Oh my goodness, it was pretty exciting. So, yeah, I learned my new, and then I kind of we pondered how we would deal with it, and he said, because I said, well, I'm just going to throw it to them frozen because then they can't smell it. Because he talked about how their sense of smell is amazing, and of course they smelled the fish that I let go bad. But then I learned now I can give them fish. I just make sure it's frozen.
That's great.
It doesn't take 2 seconds for it. Yeah. Well. He told me that there was another gator man that had a bunch of gators, and that's what he did. So I thought, well, okay, that's what I'm going to do for now. It worked.
I love the story he tells. It always made me laugh about feeding the baby owls.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He was cutting up the mice, and they said, no, they'll just eat them whole.
Oh, yeah. Our friend Steve, he calls Larry and says, I got it to talk to him. I said, oh, yeah, Larry says it's a terrible thing having to cut up the mice for the baby owl because he didn't know, And so our friend he handles eagles and everything else, our friend Steve Hottie, he called back. He called back and told Larry, oh, no, he'll love it just like a snake. Just eats them whole. And you would, and they did. Last thing you'd see that tail that little owl's throat.
And then they just spit out those little pellets or however,
the little bowls. They throw up the whole bones, all the hair. It's an owl pellet. And yeah. They would when we raise it in the house, we help raise too, because this one had brickets. And so we raised it, but we let it loose. And he would come back and get mice from Larry. It would hear his voice and show up on the fence post and scream at him, and he'd come and just go grab a mouse and smack it. And before he'd get that mouse down on the table, that owl would fly in and grab it from him. So we knew that its talent was fine. It had rickets, but it still would use its talent. So yeah, it was a cool thing having that around. And
that's very cool.
Yeah, but it was funny because like, oh, you mean I was cutting those mice up for nothing? And Honey thought that was pretty funny because he said, oh, he'll love it because it's like a snake. Oh my goodness! But when they could get to the top of that's when the owl pellet thing became. I didn't know what they were at first, and the owls started getting on top of my cabinets, and so I was up there cleaning, and there's this thing, and it's like I don't know, whatever about that big, and I said, "Ooh, what's this?" He goes, "Oh, oh, that's great. That's an owl pellet." And I said, "What?" And he said, "They throw them up," and I'm like, "Oh, I don't want that."
Our definitions
But
of great are a little different.
yeah, great. I go, that's
Yeah.
great. I got owl puke in my hand. Thanks a lot. So, but they actually, kids get to look at them. They'll dissect them, and you can pretty much put the mouse back together because you'll get to see what the skeletal system of the mouse from where they regurgitate that in
It's
fancy school words, right? Regurgitator.
regurgitation.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
really
and that's
cool.
pretty neat, really. And I thought, well, gee, I got something on the top of my. But that's when it was time for them to go outside. Then, because if they're throwing stuff up, it's okay. Let's go outside and throw it up. Because yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Get
like
ready for the
okay,
great outdoors.
yeah, yeah. So let them be free. That was fun. We
Yeah.
did two. We did raise two owls that way.
Were they barred owls, did you say?
Yes, yes, yeah. That's what I see the most around here. They're my favorite. They're cool. Owls are amazing anyway. It was neat
Yeah.
to be around because their ears are. I mean, everything about them's different. Everything.
There's an owl
Yeah.
sanctuary maybe 20 minutes from here, and George and I checked it out. And they rescue, and then they have classes during the day, but they're on like 30 some acres, and you
Yeah.
can go out and we actually found an owl pellet while we were walking around there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Hey, that's cool.
The
Yeah,
worms
see,
were
that's
still working on it.
that's amazing. See, yeah, I'd walk right past it if I now I probably wouldn't because I've been educated. But back in when you were younger and you didn't even know what you were looking at, you wouldn't even notice things sometimes. That's
Uh-uh.
why that's Larry's thing. Take a closer look. Let's take a little closer look. And that's yeah. It was like, wow, I didn't know that. You
Mhm.
know, all of a
Loretta
sudden
was
it's like
asking about the gators when you get them inside and
yeah,
how you.
no, I'm not. That's going to be something I've already worried about and stuff. I was worried about it anyway, just by having to pay for taking care of the heat and stuff like that. So I wasn't sure what I was going to do, and I have our veterinarian has offered help. Larry has a young man that he knew when he was a kid. As a matter of fact, he's doing what he's doing because of Larry, and he runs a zoo here in Illinois. So I've talked to him and stuff. But usually, what Larry do is they get cooler, they cool down, lets them get cold and we drag him in. He'd go out there a lot of times and have two of them put in before I even knew he did it. Just grab them by the tail. They get in and by then when they slow down, they slow everything down and they're not as aggressive and stuff. So he just pull them into the building and we heat the building all winter. And here's a pot, I put a big old tub in there for water and stuff for him and yeah, I kept him warm. But Baxter kind of took two of us because he's so big. And Larry he didn't even he doesn't tape their mouths or anything. He just goes out there and lassos them, and we start pulling, and I start grabbing big old giant alligator tail, and okay, yeah,
Yeah.
but nobody ever sees it because it'd be it's yeah. Yeah, I might be doing some cussing in there because it's heavy. And I always have to remember. I know this sounds crazy, and maybe it wouldn't to the gals or people that have never touched reptiles or don't want to. I have to remember again what it feels like, But it feels like the finest, smoothest, silkiest leather you'd ever touch. But there's movement behind it still. It's not like your purse or anything. But yeah, and it is pretty amazing. It's so different than snake. It's different, totally. It's smoother. You feel those little scales, but they're not like a snake. Snake's almost if you go backwards on snake, it's a rougher. Where these are
Uh,
smooth either way on big old gators. The
wow.
gators.
I
Yeah,
don't think I've ever touched a gator.
it's kind of cool. It's different than you'd think. Of course,
Mm.
like I said, it's smoother. The bellies are totally different than the top. I think that if you look at the top of them and look at their tail, it almost kind of it's a rudder looking. Of course, it has different formations, which makes it so perfect for it to move itself in the water. But the way the scales look, sometimes I wonder if it's like a solar panel because
Oh,
they go out and they suck up that sunshine and then they'll get in the water in the night or in the cool. So you think, oh, well, they're cold blooded, but I wonder if they have like suck in the sunshine and keep that
Mm,
warmth.
that's interesting. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, Annie says she's going to help me.
I help.
I'll make sure you know, you gotta be careful, Annie. I'll probably have you doing
I'll come up and
it.
help you, sure.
Come on. We could do it. We could do it together. We'd be laughing.
Oh yeah.
And cousin Larry, dang it, Larry. What you asked me to do?
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. They're fine right now. It's going to get 70 degrees again here in Indy next week, which is good because then Lizzie can go outside a little bit too.
Oh
I always
good.
like that. So you know, so you can scream at me outside instead of inside.
She can really
gives it more.
project.
Yeah, she can send it into the trees and scream, bark at me. I've had some folks, you know, since there's been more folks coming in and out since Larry's illness and stuff like that. I've actually had people say, "Was that the dog?" No, it's the monkey because she barks. You know, he would teach that. He teach the kids about the bark that they make for danger and you know, and now they've heard it. I think because she'll bark at you for attention. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
get it.
It's very loud.
Yeah,
And that
it
must be
is.
what they use to communicate in their troops.
Well, it is. It's a warning signal. If they make that sound, it's danger or it's everybody get together because troops. That's how they work. They work together most of the time. But in the baboons, they're so tough. They take on everything. I mean, leopard. It doesn't matter. They'll take on everything, and very seldom do they get too much. I mean, they're a pretty rough animal. She can be. Well, everybody's seen her misbehave.
Yeah.
She had that one duck that we gave her, and you should see it right now. It's she had it today, and she'll bite it, and she had it all squeezed into this big, and it's a rubber duck thing. It's big,
Yeah.
and it's this big, and it was biting it. And she'd look at me and I'd say, "I see you, I see you. You just don't find any of my body parts that need to fit like
Yeah. It's a lot of
clean your house."
force.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
Lizzie.
great.
Yeah. Yeah,
She's awesome.
she's a pretty interesting creature. They all are.
Mhm.
When they're smarter than you have to kind of know that. Okay, I got to work with something smarter than me, which is everything here.
I love when you post videos because you can just see her intelligence in her eyes, just the way she's looking around, her eyebrows going up.
Yeah, she was out. I was going to today, but she was not going to work with me. She was too busy beating up the duck. And it's like, okay, I can't get any video today. Because you're being so mean.
That poor duck.
Oh, it is. I should. I'll try to get a picture of it for everybody to see because it's not even duck form hardly anymore. I mean, it's yeah. And then she was working the other little rubber duck, and I think she got it has a squeaky in it, and I think she got it out because I saw her afterwards. Kind of, she had something going on, you know, and she has pouches, and she'll keep stuff down in there. I've told you that about Dolly would carry the rocks and click them and mess with Larry. He thought it was a turn signal. She had him so perfect, and I'd see him messing with. You'd see him like check it. They go down the road some more, and then she'd click those rocks. He'd do it again. And then finally he'd go, oh. Oh, look, Danielle, did you go? Oh, well, see, he had you
Oh, yeah.
come as Danielle because Jet. He probably came. I could see Larry asking Jet to help. Yeah, she watched. It's fun to watch, isn't it? Yikes.
Oh, they're the
Jet.
best.
Yeah, they are. They're excellent. Yeah, poor Jet. He was here as a young man. Larry put him to work. But they had kismet, so because Jet's into animals too, so it makes it very cool.
Yeah.
They
That
like
is
that.
cool.
When anybody, any of you got into it, he wanted to bring you all the way in. If you're going to be in a little bit, okay, let's get in this cougar cage and work. Okay. Are you sure it's okay? It's fine. It's fine. Just grab that and drag it in the building. It's no big deal, right, Jet? No
Oh,
problem. And there's usually when you get to them, you end up kind of wet too because they'll go in the little pond, and then good, we get to get wet doing this too. Well, then good, Danielle. Maybe hopefully he'll be around and he can come and help me. They're
yeah.
a little bit different from 10 years ago, but I bet there was more of them back then. I bet they had to move the little ones and everything in 10 years ago. Well,
Oh yeah.
no, I'm lucky. I just got the big ones.
You only have to deal with the 3 giant ones.
Giant ones. Oh well, what else have I got to do? Nothing. Nothing at all. Yeah.
Well,
Clean
that
the
would be
gutter.
fun.
Do need to clean the gutters. Do that too.
Oh yeah, for
After
fall.
first we have to clean the bears first. And I can't get Lizzie. She will not work with a rake at all. That monkey, she won't
She
pull a
won't.
rake. No, that's just kidding. I asked her, I'm like, why aren't you doing any work? She just bites the duck.
I'm working. Look, this duck's not going to get flat on its own.
That's right, exactly. kind of like burying the flamingo. George was going to bury the flamingo.
Yeah, I'm definitely not burying this flamingo for no reason.
It was funny.
So funny.
No,
Well, cool. Well, this is
well, we
awesome.
finally got on, you guys. Maybe we can learn to do it better next time. I don't know.
I think
Because I'll
the
forget.
key is you driving it from that side. I think that's how it's meant to be.
That's never meant to be. That's not a good idea, you guys. Me driving the source of anything technical. Oh no, I'm sure I hit the wrong button somewhere. For sure. The other day, there was some thing they say with this because you get like this just dull right now, and which might not be that different than all the time with me, but I thought, well, I was trying to do something. Oh, I was doing some silly something on this computer, and I couldn't even get the mouse to work. I thought I'm done with this today, but then I did get a reprieve because my sister said this mouse is difficult anyway.
It's very
So good.
sensitive.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because boy, it was making me crazy. I was about to feed it to the bird.
Yeah.
I can't get you work this thing.
When Charlene and I were on it, it took a little getting used to. It takes a.
Okay, so see, it's not just okay. Good. I'll chalk that up. It's not just me. Yeah, it almost ended up in the bird cage. Take this thing. I could have fed it to the snake. Here, eat this mouse. I did good again. And yeah, here it is. Didn't even kill it. See?
Ooh, that's still the light's still on.
Is it not supposed to be?
No, it's good. That's the laser that tells it where it's moving. When you move it, it's what tells the little thing on the screen to move around. So that's good.
Okay.
I worked with a guy.
I
worked with a guy, and one time we had those mice at work, and he was a bit of a prankster himself. So I took a piece of black electrical tape in a small square and covered that sensor. So he was, and I came back from lunch, and he was sitting there. He had his whole desktop pulled out. He had everything unplugged from it, and he was look at that mouse, and he couldn't figure it out.
You know, that's very. I know you're done, but that's very Batson. that you just that's in your DNA. I gotta say.
What's going on? Did you try unplugging it? Did you try turning the power off? Did you try checking your settings?
And you kept tried everything the whole time.
I think they're going to bring me a new computer. Come here, did you try this? And I peeled the tape off and put it down. He goes, "Oh, I can't believe it."
Did he still speak to you?
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah, we had some fun.
Oh, see, that's no fun because somebody like me, I just would have given up. I would have started doing it by hand. I'm like, I'm not even going to mess with that thing. So I've learned so many battles not to fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's too hard to. It's like, oh, I can't fight this machine.
Anne says, "We'll get you a new mouse." I think I can fix the sensitivity level. I think that's what it is in the settings because I noticed that too.
Well, it makes me happy that it's not me because it was difficult. I thought my brain is gone. It's like a colander. Everything's going right through it. Nothing's sticking.
It's just catching the big stuff.
Baloney. The baloney part.
Oh, Loretta, it's a hard life, but a good life. Animals are good people. That's right.
They are. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do. It really helps to have them. It keeps me going some days, because other friends and other ladies that I've known gone through stuff. They're saying it gets quiet. After you lose someone, it gets quiet, and it is a strange thing, you know, that I don't know. Even though he wasn't a real noisy person, but you just don't have that other person in the house.
Yeah.
My friends that we went out the other day, they're all single ladies too, and getting used to going to the grocery and buying groceries for just one person is interesting. I still have to buy for critters, which is good, but like, what do you cook just for one person?
Oh yeah.
It's a strange thing to do that because you've been the same person forever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Annie's got extras. Of course she does. And Annie has extra mice. She's like, okay. This if he can fix it, we'll fix it. But yeah,
Yeah.
because then I was even doing the thing where I took it off the pad. I put it on the paper, and then I turned it off and went out that door right there and did something else. I think I went and fixed the fence that was messed up. I'm better at that. I can fix a fence a lot easier than I can mess with a computer mouse. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm much better outside doing that stuff. So yeah, I need to do that stuff.
Hey, Billy Willard's checking in.
Hey, Billy Willard, what are we doing? Maybe he probably knows.
Yeah, Billy. Well, yeah. I'll talk you through going to the settings and trying that first, and then maybe it is the mouse.
Hopefully. Yeah. They can get you in trouble, those mice.
Yeah.
But,
Cool. All right. Well,
No,
I'm
I was
like,
going to say Billy Willard probably knows it if it was yesterday when or today when the film was the Gimlin film was filmed.
oh yeah,
Because he
Billy,
knows.
the Bluff Creek
Is that what
film.
Blood Creek? Yeah, yeah.
I've seen a lot of the postings and
Have you ever seen the
Bob.
video of it?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen that? Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, went and saw it at the midnight movie at the theater, and
Oh
saw it.
really?
Yeah, I still remember that, and I still remember that scream in the stupid thing, scary. The one that they had the vocalization of it. I believe it's in that video. I know it is, and it was. I still think. I thought, well, I'm never going to the woods again. I'm not going to hear that. That's
Mm-hmm.
no way. I'm gonna pass on that. We did. We went to the woods again, but still, it was like, good lord, scary. Yeah. It was kind of
Yeah,
neat. Yeah, that's a
that
neat
video
one.
is cool. There's been a lot of YouTube things where they take it and they make it so it's not as shaky.
Oh, I
They
know.
somehow do it.
Larry somewhere in all this Bigfoot stuff of his. He's got it walking backwards and forwards and sideways. I mean, he has all this because when he would put up that exhibit, when he would in the sports shows, he would actually have that video running, of her and when she turns and all that, and then of course walking backwards because when you look at animals, anything walking backwards, you can tell if it's fake or something too because you're changing the movements. It's not a natural movement
The
sway.
weight shift and
Her turning, the way she turns her body and her arms go with it, that's not very human. You know what I mean?
yeah.
We do this. We do our head. We don't turn our whole body. Like, see this. I've watched it. I've had to watch it a million times, you guys. The Bigfoot stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, of course, he's built them before. He took dock foam or dock styrofoam and stuck it together and sculpted this darn thing with a, a putty knife and just started sculpting styrofoam. And there's pictures somewhere of it and the styrofoam all stuck to him. And then he took it and then to make the body and the hair and all that of it, he did it with plaster paper. Is that what you call it? Plaster
Mm-hmm.
paper. You use the paper and he made little each hair. You know how he is about that stuff.
Oh
Well, he did
yeah.
it with that sculpture, and it was 8 foot tall. It was huge. And then he changed the face of it. For some reason, he had issues with the face of it. And somewhere around here, I think the face of it is laying somewhere because it somehow I think he stuck it outside and it got wet and it fell apart and by then it was done. And he just let it stay there. I'm leaving that because it was clay. It was the kind of clay that's not my kind of clay because it might deteriorate. But it was that kind that kids use, real heavy.
Oh, the reusable, the real oily.
Where and then he had done the face over that. But yeah, that thing. He had gotten so into doing it. You know how artists can be. Got so I don't know what the word is right this second. There's that brain. I can't remember the words
Obsessed.
right. Yeah, he was so into it, doing it, that he had done this, like that, doing this sculpting with it. And I looked at him and I said, "What's going on?" You know, with a mustache, you don't see much. And I could see that he had actually bruised the top of his lip from being so intense of sculpting that thing with that putty knife. I think you're crazy. I started thinking he's nuts. What are you doing? Yeah, cray. And that was only the foam part. So he hadn't even gotten to that part. By the time he was done with the paper mache, the clothes that he wore, I think he had some old sweatshirt, old, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame sweatshirt or something, jeans. You could have stood him up in the corner because they were plaster bears too. I mean, I don't even know how he kept them on because they were just stiff by the time he got finished doing that. It's like, okay, so those are done. I don't know what you're gonna do with that. The back wasn't. They're soft as it could be, but the front was all covered in that. What do you call that junk that's used for plaster
Paper
bears?
mache?
Yeah, paper mache.
Like
It's
paper mache?
yeah, that stuff that you make it with.
With
Yeah,
water and flour and
yeah.
wow.
It was cool. They looked good. And of course, he painted it and made it. Yeah. And when they would do I don't know if you've ever seen the pictures. I'm sure his friends have. Um, Billy said he saw it at the drive-in movie when he was young. But when he would do the displays, they had trees. These things are set back in the trees, and they looked really good. It was kind of scary because he did a couple. One of them he didn't do the whole body. He just had like the front of it, and where he could set it into his display and stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
it made the
that's
school
cool.
show more fun. I bet. Those are crazy anyway.
It's great. He always managed to incorporate art into his hobbies or his things that he was really into.
Good night. Loretta's going to bed on us. Good night, Loretta.
You all tuckered out, Loretta?
She says, but where did you drive to? She said she drove somewhere today.
Today, this was like old times. Pretty cool. Thanks, Cheryl and Mark with a C. Always great to talk to you, Loretta.
It is. I wonder where she went. She drove somewhere today.
Oh.
I'm nosy. That's that Southern girl in me. Where were you? Where were you?
Where were you? What'd you do? What'd you eat?
Yeah. Was it good?
Oh.
Right. Well, hey, we did good. It is probably time for everyone to go to bed. What time is it? 10:49. What time is it in your neck of the woods, mister?
Here it is 9:49. We are 1 hour earlier than you.
We all go back. Do you go back?
I think
we go back in November.
I think we go back too. I think we're always an hour behind you.
Oh, okay. So my sister too, I think. I'm not sure. Maybe. Minnesota.
Oh, and I saw Charlene checked in. If she's still on here, I owe her a call. She left me a voicemail.
Well,
I will return it.
What's she want?
I don't know.
What do you want?
She had a question about something, but something with a website that I logged into that I need to come up with, I think.
Okay. Well, there you go. What fun that is. Woohoo! More homework for you.
Yeah, that's all right. Whatever. I'm here for it. Well, cool. Well, you're only a few hours away from your happy birthday. It's good to have stuff to celebrate.
That's true. Yay, whoopee, I'm old. Now the numbers are proving it too. I don't know. It's work as get older. It's work. A lot of work involved.
Yeah.
Your shoes get further away, things get, You think, what does that hurt from? What did I do? Oh, I did move a piano the other day.
Oh, the one in the bedroom?
Yeah, I moved it. I moved it because I was thinking about putting a place so Lizzie can come in the house. In case it gets cold and it's expensive to heat. I'm all about keeping things to being able to take care of them.
Yeah.
So I'm just making sure if I have to change ways things are, I'll be ready. And of course, I'm not ready, but I'm going to work
Yeah.
on that. So I was just moving things around to make room to think about making a room
Yeah.
for the boss lady.
Well, speaking of that, anybody, if you'd like to make a contribution as we get close to winter and the heat needs to come on and run full time, and
Ooh.
the animals' tummies are growling and they need constant care, make a donation through Venmo or PayPal. They both are listed below. Or if you have any questions on how to make something like that happen, message me directly or message Cher directly, and we will
And
get
I
it.
probably won't know anything about it, and I'll tell you to message Mark.
Yeah, just message me. Cher's gonna be out
No,
taking
I
care
don't
of
mind
bears,
that. I
and
just call me out. Gets quiet
but we
around
will make
here.
sure that if you have a
Better not say that
contribution.
because the parrot will start screaming. If I say it gets quiet, the parrot will scream at me.
Oh yeah.
I'll prove to you it's not quiet.
No, Jennifer, I'm no longer in New York. We moved a year ago, June, to Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, it's a nice, pretty place.
We're just a hop, skip, and a jump.
I know that's good. See, I spoke too soon. Gilligan.
I
Did you
said a
say
skip
hi?
and a jump.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Hi.
What's the dog say, Gilligan?
I wish I almost thought about coming in and trying to get it on recording so you guys didn't think I was lying.
I
Because he
believe
really
it.
does say rah, 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 rah. But he doesn't say, he'll just go, dog say, rah, 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 dog say, rah, rah, rah.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I feel bad too because he'll say, she says, bad bird, bad bird, bad bird, bad quiet, quiet.
Oh no.
And then Maggie barked, and the Gilligan said, it went, stop, stop. He told the dog to quit barking, stop, didn't you? Didn't you, Gilly? Say stop barking. Rah, rah, rah. That's so good. So what is your weekend? What are you guys gonna do?
I think
It's
I
fall
promised
time.
George
Did
will
you get a
carve.
pumpkin?
That's what. Very good. That's what we talked about doing tomorrow.
Good, good. Gotta do
Pumpkins.
pumpkins.
Yeah, and
That's a
it's
fun
really
stuff.
turning fall here. The leaves are changing and it's cooling off.
So pretty. Yeah. So yeah, you gotta have your fall. Go get it. Will you go to a pumpkin patch, or are you just gonna hit the Wally World?
We've thought about that, but maybe we'll just go to Wally World.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check out. There's a couple of fun places like with mazes and stuff, but
Oh, that'd be
we should
fun.
do something festive.
Yeah, go out and do it. For the
So we'll do
weekend
that.
fest.
I will make sure I'll send you some pics because
We
I'm
gotta
sure
see the
George's
pics.
design will be cool. We'll
Yeah.
do some fun.
Who's looking at us? Your doggity? Annie says something. What's looking at us? She says,
Your
mine's
bird?
looking at us. She doesn't have a bird. She got chickens.
Oh,
They're already in
chickens.
bed. They're already put away. Hopefully dropping some good eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's no much.
Oh.
Maybe
Ziva. Sorry, Ann. Was that because we were barking?
Ziva's the dog. Yeah.
Gilligan.
Most likely it's Ziva telling her to go to bed.
Yeah. Why are you still up? Where's Ann? Is she close to you?
She lives not too far, but yeah, she lives around here, which is good. They're my friends. They've been a big help. Big help. Her and Julie. Good people.
That's awesome. Thank you, Ann.
Me too. Thanks, Andy. Weenie. Mark done?
Yeah.
Time to go.
Time to go.
Gotta remember how to get on better next time.
Yes, and before we go, on that top left side of the screen where we hit start, you'll want to hit off. I think it's off or stop whenever you stop. Otherwise, it'll keep recording all night.
Little red thing that says stop streaming.
Yes. All right. Well, love you,
guys.
Cher.
I love you too. We love you guys.
We love you all.
We're from the remote jungles of Clinton Falls. See you later. And
somewhere south of Nashville off 65. Sounds like a rest stop.
Thank you. Bye, you guys.
Bye.